Hey everyone, welcome to a little bit of woo woo. I'm your host, Jill Thomas. And again, we have this amazing guest, Mara Clearspring. She's going to talk to us today about some really cool things that are happening astrologically that you all need to know. So this is going to be quick, and I wanted to give you some great information. Take it away, Mara. Tell us what we need to know. What's going on?
Well, first of all, this is being recorded on Imbolc. So this is a significant time where we're halfway between the Earth's winter solstice in the Northern Hemisphere and the vernal equinox, which is traditionally the first day of spring. So we're at a midpoint. Now, in astrology, in paganism, in a lot of different woo-woo disciplines, these types of days, cross-quarter days, are where we can see a veil parting and see more of what's going on. Now, let's take this to the next level, because right now, while you and I are talking, the planet Pluto, the planet of transformation through destruction, is sitting on the 0 degree of the ultimate visionary, Aquarius. So this effect of the veil thinning and us being able to see more possibilities or having them activated within us is truly expanded right now and for a long period of time, because Pluto's been approaching Aquarius and grinding on those last degrees of Capricorn, which has put us in this turmoil of the destabilization of the whole global economy and everything. And then bringing us on the edge of the rainbow of the Aquarian higher ideals and humanitarianism, and we don't need money anymore, and AI and all these high ideals, which are the light side of Aquarius. So we're standing in a doorway. This is a gateway, and my voice keeps going up because I'm so excited. We're in this gateway of positivity and change, or hell and damnation, depending on where you go with it.
Maybe a little of
So
both, unfortunately. Wow.
sadly, yeah.
So tell me, okay, so what is this a good time for? Is this a good time to create goals? Is it a good time to create your vision board? What should people be doing to celebrate this time? Use this energy.
I like what you were saying about creativity, accessing the higher aspects of what would be Aquarian nature that's in everyone, because no matter where your sun is or your moon, or if you know anything about your natal chart or anything, you do have Aquarius in your chart. It's living somewhere, even if you don't have a planet there. So it is a part of you. And as I said, Aquarians are the visionaries. So this is a great time to do your visioning, and at the same time to clear up what's in the way. So if you're trying to see through glasses that are dirty, you've got to clean your glasses. Can you believe the number of people, just between you and me and everybody's watching, who have had this massive desire to declutter, to clean up, to get rid of things, to let it go, let it go? Wow, that is such a great way to work with this energy. So you're making space for, like I was mentioning before, those light codes, those soul codes that are coming in, so that they can really activate and move through us and surrender that process of, I've just got to let this stuff go. It's got to get out of my life. I need some space so I can evolve.
Well, let me ask you a question, because I'm seeing a lot of clients with this one particular issue. And I thought, I wonder if it's related to what you're talking about. People who are getting, I'm going to call it disclosure events, where, they get their blood lab test and find out they were on the wrong medication. They get, they find out from their boss that the company is being sold, but it was a secret the whole time. It's that kind of thing. Is that sort of the type of thing that happens right now, or is that related
Yeah,
to something else?
I wouldn't be surprised to be seeing quite the cluster of that. So people in the community that I exchange information with have had these, I love your term, disclosure events, where major shifts are happening in their lives they did not see coming. And they are like psychics and intuitives, and they didn't see it coming.
We miss
My
stuff
own
all the time,
teacher,
guys. We miss stuff all the time. Just to let you know. Go ahead.
it's
Sorry.
like that. It's like that. It's like, doesn't really matter how good we can be finding out information or helping guide other people through the signs that are right on the road in front of them. We run into the light pole.
That is a great way of putting it, because that's exactly what it feels like. Like, how could I
Um,
possibly have missed this? Like, everyone else saw it, yeah, in
well,
your own
even
life.
are you good at this? Like I hide it from myself. I'm like, oh, I'm just gloom and dooming. Oh, I that couldn't possibly happen. Oh, I must forget about it. That's not going to happen. And then, oh, it happens.
Like, what?
okay, now what am I gonna do?
And I get annoyed at people. I mean, I shouldn't say this. I don't get terribly annoyed, but people, sometimes they don't take my best advice, right? And I'm sitting there not taking my best advice either. It's awesome.
Well, things are gonna happen anyway. So sometimes knowing about them ahead of time is not part of the
That's a
plan.
good way of putting it. So
So
what
when
should
I'm working with folks and they want to know, should I go this direction or that? And I'm being shown by my guides the big blank, like they're
totally know that.
cheating.
Yep.
They're cheating because part of their soul contract is to have the 3D world experience, even though they really don't want to, which is why part of their soul runs away going, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to be here while that's happening.
I
So,
love that. Honestly, as a reader, when I get readings, I get readings too, just like you do. When I have a reader say, I'm just not getting an answer to that question, I know that I can trust them because sometimes we don't get an answer to the question. And instead to just make something up, right? Oh, it's good. Yeah, you should go left. Left is totally fine. When the answer to the question is, I don't have an answer for you, that is so much more honest than, the alternative. So what do people need to, like you said, what else can we do to harness this energy? What is this a good time? Is there an altar? What should we do on a practical basis to use this energy? It sounds like it's really powerful.
it is. This is exposure. What do you like you were saying, the disclosure, reaction, or experience or event in their lives. So this is exposure. What has been eating away at my foundation, I need to turn around and pay the most attention to so that I can resolve that problem. Um, allow allow yourself to have that swing between I'm taking this apart and I'm bringing this together again. Another way to say that, I'm in my emotional abyss and I'm in my wee life is great high. Okay, it's this
Interesting.
just allow, because Pluto is this major instigator of both I'm gonna be the wrecking ball taking down the building, and I'm going to be the magic wizard who comes in and fixes everything. So
Interesting.
it's both. So for us, in a practical sense, it's let's not get too reactionary to the extremes that are happening around us. Let's track our history of, wow, I have pulled through worse. I have found resources. I have good friends and community. If you don't, it's a good time to really start reaching out. Where's your community? Who do you like to connect with? What kind of things do you like to do? So there's a really practical thing to do, is keep reconnecting to the timeline by breathing, grounding, choosing to be present, even saying your name. Oh, Jill, this is so powerful. Say your name. You're freaking out. Just sit there and go, okay, Mara, Mara, Mara. It's okay, Mara. You're right, Mara, Mara. Right there. Weird. Don't believe me. Just try it.
No, it totally works. I totally tell people that all the time. Just to say your name 3 times, or just first, middle, and last, and just it changes your energy. It brings you right back to your energy. So to sum this up, this is what I'm hearing you say, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, so correct me if I'm wrong. Reevaluate, yes. Pitchfork, no.
Say that one more time. It got a little.
Oh, sorry. Kind of reevaluate where things are, but don't grab your pitchfork.
Don't grab your pitchfork. Don't light the town on fire.
Yeah, please don't.
Don't, if you want to make a radical, I was speaking to somebody yesterday about they were going to make these really radical changes in their life. And I'm saying, well, of course you can do that. And underneath, you'll just be the same person.
Interesting. So is there a time frame? Like, is it okay to make radical changes, or should we just give it a pause for a couple of weeks, or what would you say?
If you set the stage, prepare the altar, as you were saying, if you get everything ready to go and keep inviting the universe to bring about the change in the most kindest, gentlest way, that is appropriate timing, that you can feel that intuitive yes, not the yes grabby, or the yes, I don't know, but the yes, that feels right. Then that's when you make the move. You're going to make a move. You can't sit still with us, but it's don't let yourself go into your own shadow and abyss and stay there.
That is very good advice. How would people pull themselves out of that shadow and abyss? Pet the cat, of course. What else?
Well, that at that point, if you know you're in a shadow, you're in a place where you can't pull yourself out, you got to find someone who can extend a hand or roll the ladder down into the hole to help you up. You have to ask for help.
Love that
Let me say
advice.
that to anybody who's triggered right now by what's going on in the world and has put the giant "I give up" sign over their head and is just kind of, like running their credit cards up to the limit, using up all their friends, um, bailing on their job, whatever it is. This is not a time to throw away your life. Your soul is going to be really unhappy with you when you finish whatever you're doing. Get some help. Find out what's local in your community that can help you. Get some help because you're worth it. You didn't come here just to be miserable. You came here to do something, to live your life, to celebrate your soul. Be
I
here
love that.
now.
There's a mission that you're supposed to accomplish. And if you don't accomplish it, it won't get accomplished. I mean, there's something specific to what each and every one of you is meant to do. I love that, Mara. Any final thoughts before we wrap this up?
There's so much more to say. I think we'll be talking again at another time. But basically, Pluto is in Aquarius. It'll step out a little bit toward the end of the year for a few months. So it's going to get uncomfortable, like grindy, uncomfortable right at election time, of course, here
Oh,
in the
that's so
United States.
perfect timing.
Isn't that great? And but then it'll be in Aquarius for good for 19 and a half years. And so do expect tremendous change. Things you couldn't imagine 19 and a half years ago are going to happen in the next 4 or 5.
4 or 5 years.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Big
Wow.
change.
That's
Huge.
awesome, Mara. Okay, so how can people reach you? I'm going to put your links in the description, obviously, but how can people reach you?
My website is maraclearspring.com. And you can find me on Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn. Just put in Mara Clearspring and you'll find me.
Love it, guys. Thanks. I hope it was helpful for everyone to get this information. Please like and subscribe. We would both really appreciate that.
That
And
would be awesome.
if you have any specific questions you would like to ask, just put them in the description. We can, maybe one of us has the answer. I don't know. We can
I
have a
think
little.
both of us will go off on it.
Oh, I know some of the things I want to go off on would get me banned from YouTube. So I'm not going to do that. But I love what you just said. That's awesome. Thanks,
All right.
guys. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye.